Energy records over 1 trillion naira monthly revenue inflow after subsidy removal. Minister says, welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel. The Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister for Economy, Mr. Wale Edun, has said the Federation account was witnessing improved revenue inflow since the removal of fuel subsidy from the average of 650 million naira monthly to over 1 trillion naira in the last 4 months. The minister stated this on Monday in Asaba at the opening ceremony of a 4-day retreat organized for members of the Federation Accounts Allocation Committee, FAAC. The minister, represented by the Permanent Secretary, Finance and Special Duties, Mr. Okokon Udo, said the government had for long realized that petroleum subsidy was not sustainable. According to him, subsidy regime eroded revenues that should have been available to fund viable expenditures that were critical to the well-being of the populace. The minister said the present administration was mindful of the needs and welfare of Nigerians and assured that it will continue to implement people-oriented policies. We all know that achieving tax revenue to gross domestic product (GDP) target of 22% and tax to GDP of 18% by 2026 are part of the cardinal objectives of this administration. However, in doing that, we appreciate the needs not to overburden the taxpayers by introducing so many new taxes. What is necessary to be done is to broaden the tax base, simplify and streamline tax administration for ease of collection, he said. Edun added, among the prior activities of this government after coming into office was the constitution of a presidential committee of fiscal policy and tax reforms. The committee has submitted an interim report which is full of optimism. The minister also noted that the present administration was not oblivious of the untold hardship faced by Nigerians following the removal of fuel subsidy and harmonization of exchange rates. He assured that all the sacrifices made by the people would never be in vain. Government is bent on ensuring that the economy bounces back to normal as we continue to consolidate on recovery efforts with focusing on achieving inclusive economic growth and development, he added. Edu said that the President Bola Tinubu-led administration has so far put in place a well-structured palliative measures to cushion the economic consequences of the ongoing reforms. On the theme of the retreat, he said, and I quote, creating a resilient economy through diversification of the nation's revenue. The minister commended the choice, stressing that it was apt. Edu also noted that the retreat clearly outlined the urgent need to diversify the nation's economy. In his opening remark, Governor Sharif Oberevori of Delta tasked the federal government to muster the political will by putting necessary policy and institutional framework in place to diversify the nation's economy. The governor, represented by his deputy, Samonde Onyeme, said that there was no magic wand to diversify the nation's economy from over-dependence on revenue from crude oil unless concerted efforts were made in other key sectors. He noted that diversification of the nation's economy must go beyond mere rhetoric to concrete measurable steps by facilitating the non-oil exports such as agricultural products, manufactured goods and services, as well as expansion of the revenue base. Oberevori affirmed that Delta was taking the lead to diversify its economy by creating a trade and export unit to drive the process in order to make economic diversification a reality. He noted that some schools of thought believe that the discovery of crude oil, which led to the neglect of agriculture and other revenue yielding non-oil sectors of economy, was a cause. Oberevori said the country had not properly managed its oil wealth, adding that it was worrisome that the oil sector distributed between 5% and 7% of the nation's GDP. He added that the non-oil sector, mostly agriculture, agribusinesses, manufacturing and small-scale enterprises contributed 93% to 95%, yet the bulk of public revenue was from oil and gas sector. Statistics have made it more exigent for the government to grow the non-oil sector to widen the revenue base while ensuring that maximum benefits were derived from the e-oil industry, he said. The governor commended FAAC committee for its commitment to duty by enhancing revenue accruals into the federation account. He urged the committee to look into the payment of 13% derivation to all producing states. Obereveri challenged the committee to use the retreat to address the concerns raised by stakeholders in respect of the new rules of the Nigeria Nigeria National Petroleum Company Limited, among others, by giving better understanding on their roles in the economic diversification of the country. The News Agency of Nigeria, NAN, reports that accountant generals from the 36 states and the FCT, as well as other stakeholders, such as customs, are attending the retreat. Now, I love the topic, but the thing is, will they implement it? I've said it before that we have been having lazy people coming in as, the presidency to roll us. Because I don't understand why you will know that it is only oil that's been producing money. And Nigeria is a land flowing with milk and honey. We have all the mineral resources that can actually, in fact, if we start tapping into those resources and at least, remove the kind of weight we are placing on, fuel exploitation, believe you me, other ones will grow to the extent that fuel will not even be the least bringing in revenue for us. I kid you not. We have so much more to offer. If we capitalize on other things other than fuel, build them up in such a way that they become a revenue, they start making revenue for the country. I kid you not. Fuel, the revenue from fuel, we will be looking at, now like this is the thing B. It's because everybody's attention is on fuel. We have not had leaders who are genuinely coming in to make sure they give, instead of we have had leaders who are coming in to make sure they actually take and take and take. The federation account is getting faster while the citizens are getting leaner. What is the outcome? Well, there is a place where he said that the monthly revenue of fuel is now 1 trillion naira. My own is that as they are saying it now, they should also be able to show us that, this is what they have been able to do with the funds. It's not that after telling us now that it has increased to 1 trillion naira, tomorrow they'll still come and shout there is no funds. Almost double allocation is being received by each state since the withdrawal of oil subsidy. Ask them what they do with their improved shares of allocation. Nigerians, we need to start holding these people responsible, not just the presidency, the local government chairman, the councillors, the governors, and all those in public offices. These people need to do well. If you don't hold them accountable, definitely Nigeria will continue to remain in its comatose state until it dies off. Alright, on this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest.